Hi, my name is Adil Ayman and I am 28-GCN student. So we made a project today and it's about a smart garage. Smart garage basically opens when someone is detected by a sensor. So if someone is close to the gate opens and the person can leave and then it closes. So we used a nano antenna board and we used some sensors, motor and some other stuff. Now I will give you what we did. So here is our sensor. Our sensor here is taking 5 volt and it detects a body like 6 meters away or something. So there is the ground connected to this pin and this pin is really the ground of the board. So the red one here is the VCC, so it mainly powers the sensor and it takes 5 volts. And here is the signal which the sensor gives to the board and then it gives the signal to the motor and then the motor opens the gate. So now I will leave you with my teammate Peter and he will give you what we did in the motor.
Hi, I'm Peter Rizala and I am going to discuss the servo motor implemented in our project. Here we use the servo motor 180 degree, which is connected in the nano board. Here is the ground connected to the ground, and here is the input power, which takes 5 volt. Here is the signal taken from the sensor, which activates the motor. And here also there is a push button which can reset. Here there is a push button which can reset the garage to be closed immediately.
Hi, I'm Antonio Michel. I'm a 28- student. I will continue what my colleague left. I will talk about the BS. It's a switch. I would like to call it a safety switch. It will detect when the garage is open. It will detect if there anything under the garage, so it prevents it from shutdown, so it don't harm anybody under the garage. Assume there is someone. The garage is open and someone left his car and he is under the door of the garage. If we didn't put it, the garage will close on him and it will extremely harm him. So I hope that our code will prevent that from happening. Now we will talk about the code. As you see, we have a 4 input, which is the clock, BIR, which is a passive infrared sensor, which will its job to detect any nervy thing. Its range 6 meter. We try to modify it to be a less, and I guess we modified it to be a 3 meter. And the push button, its job to reset everything, reset the clock and reset everything to 0. I mean to start it again. The BS, as I talked about it before, it's the safety switch I talked about that prevent anything from closing. And the outputs are the door itself and the light, the alert, which will depend on the BS. The door will depend on BIR, the motion sensor, and the alert will depend on BS when it detects when the BS detects that there is someone under the door. The light will always be on as long as the BIR detects something coming, so the door is open. So the light is always on when the door is on, when the door is open. The push button is active low, so when it's 0, it's working. When we have a condition here, when the push button is 0, the door will be 120. The 120 is the angle. How the door will open? It will open with angle 120. The BIR, the motion sensor, it's an active low. So when it's 1, it means it's active high. So when it's 1, it means it's working. When a BIR detects something, the light will be on. The BS is active low, so when it's 0, that means it's working or it detects something. When it detects something at this condition, the alert will be 1. That means that it will not close on somebody. The clock count, we made it divided by 500,000 because it's a 50 megahertz board. FPGA board. So if we want the clock to work, we have to make it divided by 500 megahertz, because 500 megahertz 50 megahertz is equivalent to 500,000 hertz. Our push button is a reset button that will reset the clock to 0, and then the board will start working again. It's what I mean, it will restart the board. After resetting, the light will return to 0 and the door will return close to 0, and it will start working again at this line. I hope everything is clear, and thank you for watching us. I hope that we have made a good thing that will help people in making their garage. Thank you for watching, and good luck.